That's right. My name is Brett Scott,
And I'm just Cole.
and we are the long lost brothers.
Indeed.
What's happening, Jesse Cole?
Oh, same old, same old. Been getting my workouts in pretty good. Been dieting decently. Just doing the stuff. I missed a run yesterday, which kind of sucks. But other than that, I've been sticking to pretty much everything.
So how's the powerlifting coming? I know last time we talked, there was like a little bit of worry about pushing it too much, or
my deadlift's still trash. I'm gonna work on that tomorrow. But I squatted 405. That was good.
Okay.
It was clean, no pain. I think that I got to do like a lot of my accessory work on the leg press, and then just shoot maxes on the actual squat itself. Like build up to the max on a squat, and then get like a lot of like the repetition work in on like the leg press and other machines.
What's your weight doing? You said your diet's kind of on track. What's your weight doing?
I'm right around 200 pounds.
Just kind of hanging out right there right now.
Yeah, I imagine the mileage is gonna go up, so I imagine that's gonna go down because this week it'll be like a 14-mile week. I got to make up I missed a run last night. I had to work late. So like I'll run 6 miles on Sunday. So it's starting to ramp up. So next is like 3, 6 with hills, and then 7. It's starting to crank up. So this is when it's going to get kind of dicey trying to work everything in. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Is this a 12-week running program? Like 3 months?
Yeah. It's 12 weeks on both of them. They end at about the same time. So this is kind of just an odd experiment, really, to see what happens. Hopefully, I'll just end up being leaner and in better physical condition.
Well, that's what we talked about last time. Like, overall, it's like stay active.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be beating anybody in a race, and I don't think I'm going to be beating anybody in a powerlifting contest, but I think I will be stronger and more light on my feet by the end of this thing.
It's you against you, baby.
Yeah, and then after this, I think I'm gonna just do like bodybuilding, so it's not as extreme on my joints, and then just do like 30 minutes cardio like every single day. Like depending on like how my legs feel from like the leg workouts. So like on the days that I train upper body, I'll jog, and then like the days after like a leg day, I'll just walk it out.
You can always get a bike too. I'm getting a bike next summer for sure. Like I keep saying I'm gonna do it. I'm getting a fucking bike.
At my work, once we get to it's a ways out, but we're building a gym at my work that's gonna be sick, and they have like an assault bike, and that's my favorite cardio.
Those are fucking hardcore.
Well, yeah, it's really cool because it's like you get like the arms and the legs, and 30 minutes on that bike, and you're cooking pretty good. That's how.
Yeah, and you can also like. Go ahead.
That's how I initially lost a bunch of weight last time.
Oh, really? I was like, you can do a lot of fucking CrossFit shit on there too, like sprint workouts on the assault bike.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, you can do like those Tabatas where it's 20 seconds on, 10-second rest, 20 seconds on, like 20-second sprint. We used to do those when I was into CrossFit, and that really gets your like your sprint motor kind of running.
Yeah. Well, shit. Glad to hear. I'm glad to hear things are still going good. I was worried that maybe you were like going to get injured, or like you'd be like, I can't do this fucking exercise, like whatever. I can't do deadlifts or whatever, like whatever it is.
Well,
so
I'm glad it's still a little sketch on the deadlifts, but I think once I get a couple more deadlift sessions under my belt, I'll be okay. Because my back's not blowing up like it was, so that's good.
Yeah.
And I'm actually
just strength.
Yeah, I haven't lifted any heavy weights in a long time, like.
Okay.
At my first squat session, I got 385, and I think a lot of that was like I was scared. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And we'd also just got done doing like a month of running every day, so like I didn't have any like explosive muscle set Like, you know, like I was used to getting in a hole and pushing my way out of it. So I'm starting to get that. And it's like I did, like, to warm up, I leg pressed before, and like I, you know, 1 plate on each side for like 30, and then 2 plates on each side for like 20, 25, something like that. 3 plates on each side for like 12, and then 4 plates on each side for, I think, 12 for 3. And then, so then my, you know, everything was clicking and opened up. And then I have noticed I have to wear my knee sleeves now when I squat, because my right knee's not super happy. So I gotta make sure that, like, you know, I'm having to really utilize like all my equipment and stuff that I have to, like, you know, they're just like the Mark Bell Gangster X or whatever knee sleeves.
Yeah.
But, you know, I mean, any knee sleeves would be fine. But I prefer sleeves to wraps, just because you can leave the knee sleeves on without your legs falling asleep. And it's like every time you wrap your knee, it's like a fucking 2-minute fucking ordeal, you know? It's like,
I love knee sleeves.
Yeah, it's nice, and you know, it gives me a little support on my right knee, which is, I don't want to say it's failing, but it's not happy.
Yeah, you know what? I'm having similar shit with my right knee, just with running, and it's weird. It's weird. I don't know. It could just be mobility shit where I just really need to stretch it out, because like I used to have, you know, when I was marathon training, I'd get back pain a lot, like and basically all it was is I needed to stretch out my hips. Like I needed to open up my hips and stretch out really well there, and stretch out my hamstrings, and it fixed everything, like with my back. So it could be something like that.
The IT band.
Yeah, and, or it could be the fact that I got these new Brooks, right? And they could just be the tread on them or something. Like, you know what I mean? Like, could be something I'm not used to.
Okay.
And it's like adjusting to that, and I'm running weird or something, like stepping weird, but I'll figure it out. I can deal with it. Like, it's something where if I run like 5 miles, by the end of the 5 miles, it's acting up. And then like, if I try to do anything else that day, like even if I'm like out with the dog and I decide to take off and do a little jog, it hurts. Yeah. And so I'm like, but if I take like a full day off, like a full 24 hours, 36 hours, then I'm like brand new again. So I don't know.
Right. I noticed I think I hurt my knee on that deadlift session. I felt a little quick in it, and I was like, oh, that's not good. My deadlift is severely tanked.
So a couple things going on with me. I just been trying to run, get back into running consistently, and just remembering how much I love longer runs, like just because.
Yeah.
Man, I mean, I just it's like it's a meditation. It's a fucking it spawns creativity in my mind. Like, by the time I'm done, I have ideas for shit, and I'm like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that.
I'm ready for this weather to break so I could stop running on a treadmill and get outside.
Yeah, it does suck. Like, we just had a day, I don't know, it was over 60 degrees, dude. I was sweating balls running outside.
Yeah. It was 50 here today.
Like, today it's snowing. So it's like, what the fuck, man?
Jesus. Well, here it just rains so much here, and I guess honestly, I guess I'm just not as hungry as I was on the running thing, because there's in like 2021 even, I was running sideways rain, but I don't know.
It's a pain in the ass, man. It is. Like, your clothes get drenched, your shoes get drenched.
Yeah.
It's like there's a whole mess of shit to it. Like, a lot of times, when it's cold out or whatever, and I'm wearing layers, like I can re-wear some of those clothes on my next run. But if it's fucking pouring rain, you ain't re-wearing shit. You got heavy ass clothes to throw in the washer,
Yeah. The one benefit of because I know I can stretch at my house, but I honestly I just won't. I don't know why I'm like that, but anyway, like I do go after my runs, and sometimes before, but always after, I'll stretch out, especially my calves and my hips after my run, like religiously now. And I think that's what's kind of being my saving grace on all this. And I'm not so tight in the back. I'm not doing a super job mobility, but I am taking my mobility serious. So like I do count that. It like every calendar invite for my workout that pops up that I set for myself, and it says stretch. You know, it says on the workout stretch. You know, so
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
So
good.
Yeah, and that happens more often than not. Like, you know, like on the like 2-mile run days, I'm just like, whatever, I'm just gonna bang this out in 25 minutes and be done. You know, just easy day, you know. But it is helping that I walk so much at work, because I didn't work out today, and I'm at 7,500 steps. So I am getting leaner that way, and I am still avoiding most of the trash food. I'm having a little bit here and there, but I'm not being super disciplined, but I'm not being to where I'm gonna snap and just go off the wagon. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah. Moderation. I'm feeling like really good. Like, okay, so remember the last time I talked about how I fasted and then eased back into eating, and I've been staying consistent, man. Like I said, I dropped around 10 pounds at the beginning of the year, and I've consistently maintained that. Like,
nice.
And I feel so much better. Like, feel so much better running. Feel so much better doing pull-ups. Like, even that little 10, 15 pounds of water weight, whatever, it makes such a difference when you're doing like calisthenics or running on distance. Like, I just feel so much better, so much lighter on my feet. And I've been doing the dreaded fucking cold showers.
Yeah,
I've been doing it.
You're a beast for that.
Every day.
I saw a meme that reminded me of you. It's like a tweet, and this guy's like, try those cold showers everybody's ranting and raving about. So you guys are fucking crazy. That sucks. I was like,
yeah, I know.
You
sent that to me.
I did.
You did.
Good on me.
Yeah. It's no, I get it. It does fucking suck, but that's the whole point of it. It's like, yeah. Fucking sucks. Oh, that's part of the point of it. The part of the point of it is building the mental toughness to deal with it, but the inconsistency, doing something you don't want to do. But the other part is supposedly that and cold plunge. Cold plunge is better, but this is up there. If you stay in it long enough, you release like norepinephrine, which is basically like what's that really popular antidepressant they give people? Like, it's like usually the first one they start you on, like Wellbutrin.
Yeah, the one that's what I'm on.
That's literally a norepinephrine fucking drug. So it's the same.
Man, I've been lacking.
Similar thing.
I haven't taken them in like a week. I'm slacking because I just got my new insurance, so they're fucking expensive if you don't have insurance. You know, to get Wellbutrin, like, oof. I think it was like $70, and I was like, I don't got $70 for that right now. I mean, honestly, I should be like, you know, bite the bullet and pay the $70 because my mental health is paramount importance. Because when I'm not healthy in my head, I don't do well with anything.
Sure, but if you ain't got 70 fucking extra bucks, you ain't got it. You know what I mean? That fucking sucks. It sucks, man. The shit's in shambles. Goddamn medical field is fucking in shambles. You can't get fucking pharmaceuticals.
My new insurance, I did opt for the expensive insurance, the good one that has like, I don't think there's very small copays on everything, so that's nice. And then, you know, it's good. It's a good insurance plan.
So had it just not kicked in yet, or what? Like,
yeah, and I just got the card, so I had to pay a month out of pocket. And that was out of pocket because that shit sucked.
I feel your pain because my job, every couple of years they switch insurance companies. Pain in the fucking dick. I just lost all of my counselors.
Oh no.
None of them take my new insurance. So I lost my counselor. I lost first I lost my counselor because she went on maternity leave. And so I switched to a different counselor. And then I'm like, oh, okay, this guy will work. I like him. And then fucking my insurance changes and he doesn't take it. So it's like, fuck. And then also our couples counseling, our marriage counselor is at the same place. So we lost her too. Like, fuck.
Man, and it's like, I don't think people I'm sure they do, like, on a pragmatic level, but on a dollars and cents level, they don't understand how hard it is to get, you know, because as soon as you go to a new place, you have to do an all new assessment, which is re-traumatizing you. You know, you have to retell your whole fucking story. Well,
Yes.
I mean, I'm really, I am educated in trauma informed care. Like, I could give a fucking lecture on it, and I'm about to, so buckle up. Because there's a thing, it's like called like coordinated entry, right? That's like if you're homeless, every county in America has a thing called coordinated entry, where you go and they give you an assessment, and you have to kind of tell your story. So and that's the same time like when you go to your counseling assessment,
Yep.
and if you're out of service for 6 months, they make you do a new one, and every time you have to tell that story, you get all those old feelings back that you've been working on. And, and especially if you're not at a place where you've taken the bite out of some of those old wounds, that is a very detrimental thing. That could send somebody right back into the first place. Like, say you're seeing a counselor for 3 months and you're just getting to, just getting past your childhood trauma and not even into your teen shit. You haven't put all the pieces together yet. That can send you right back to square one immediately.
Yeah.
It just having to start over and tell the whole story again. And it's like, people don't get that. And there's a flaw in the system that we were working with, where it's like, you do the coordinated entry and then you do an intake for this program, which is kind of the same thing. And I saw that, and and there's not really a way around it, but in my time doing that, I would train people like, well, get as much information as you can out of the coordinated entry notes, so you don't have to re-traumatize them, and just have it conversationally, so that it's, you're not doing it is a checklist, but you should be having this assessment should be a conversation, not a checking this list thing, because that's. And then, and they've made they've taken some of the data that is collected in the secondary assessment and added it into the coordinated entry to circumvent some of that, which is really smart. And kudos to them on that. And I don't think they're doing that everywhere, but that's what we're doing in our area, and that is paramount. I think, because the less times you can re-traumatize somebody, the better. Because it's like, are you a victim of domestic violence? At this point, the lady, she's been to fucking women's domestic violence, the domestic violence center. I think she's, I don't know where to go. So if they don't have, then she has to do coordinated entry, and she has to tell them, and she doesn't tell the whole story, but she has to say, I am a victim of domestic violence. And, when was the last occurrence? Are you fleeing? Are you currently fleeing? So if it's a yes, and yes, and 3 weeks ago, it's like that. I've seen that bring people back to tears, when they show up collected as fuck, probably telling themselves in the car, I'm not gonna cry this time, and so anyway, I said all that just to, it sucks when you have to switch counselors. And it's like, when I remember, we were supposed to have a counselor named Ann.
Yep.
Yeah, after I got Ann, I went to my other counselors. Like, I went from having like a really good counselor that was teaching me methods of, self-regulating my emotions, to basically talking to it's like talking to your aunt on the phone that just doesn't really have anything constructive to say. It's like, like, you ever call a friend with your problems and you're trying not to vent, but you end up venting, and they're just like, well, that sucks, man. Why don't you just do this? And it's like, I just told you why I can't. I was just explaining the whole situation. Like, I think you jumped from A to F, because I told you B, C, D, E all in the middle, and you just heard the first part, and then I'm like, are you driving while you're doing this? Because it sounds like you're not even paying attention.
Yeah, so. I think for me, the biggest thing is you develop a relationship with these people, right? Like, especially over time. If you're with the same counselor for a year or more, you're just clicking. Like, you go in, they already know everything. Like, they're like, hey, so what's going on with this that they already know about? What's going on with this that they, and you feel like, yes, and you feel like you can confide in them. You feel like
Yeah, and
They,
then you get to this new counselor, and they're just reading diagnoses and not knowing the circumstances behind or currently
yeah.
initiating with.
And the
You know,
first, what, a month or two is basically just catching them up. And
yeah,
like, you're still
and
not going to get back to that
you
place you were
know,
with the last counselor.
and even with your insurance, it's like $120 a month or something like that.
Uh-huh.
So it's like, okay, so I just paid you fucking 100 something bucks, depending on frequency or whatever. I just paid you a couple $100, for you to get caught up on the saga of Jesse when I already spent this money to tell the story the first fucking time.
And it's so fucking boring, man. Telling the story again, like Jesus Christ. I fucking hate it. That's one of that. Like, I hate going to new doctors because of that. I hate going to new dentists because of that. I hate anything where I gotta like that. That's one thing I hated about like dating and stuff back in the day. Is like,
Yeah.
if you're in a relationship for a while, like, you're clicking with that person, you know that person, like, they know you're whatever you told them about yourself. You get with someone new, like, most people like that stage. I'm like, man, I gotta fucking go through, like, we gotta get to know each other. God damn, like, come on. I want to be comfortable. I want to get to the part where we're comfortable and fucking can fart with each other and shit, like,
Right.
I don't know.
Absolutely.
I don't know. I always hated that. I always hated that part.
But yeah, so yeah, I was gonna start counseling again. Actually, that's something that
It's a good move.
Get my shit together. I was gonna start hitting up some meetings again too, just to kind of get that working on myself internally stuff going. Because I haven't done that in a long time. I haven't like focused on my recovery at all in a long time, and I think they need to take some time with that. Even if it deters from other things, it's like that spiritual mental recovery aspect has been missing for a long time, and I see it kind of manifesting in areas that I'm not enjoying. So it's like, all right, let's get back on track with the self-improvement beyond, potentially having abs and, beyond the physical.
Yeah.
Let's go back.
That's one thing I really like about, hold on. That's one thing I really like about just recovery and being around people with similar, trials and tribulations is like the accountability of it, right? Like, it's like there's more accountability. Not one, because you go and you talk to these people and share what's going on with you and stuff like that. And, you want to come back healthier each time. You want to be like making progress. And like, if there's no one there to tell it to that understands what you're going through, it's like,
yeah,
there's not as much accountability there. And there's also the fact that like the book will tell you like all these things you're supposed to be doing for your recovery. Like, and if you're not actively thinking about these things, you're not going to be pursuing them.
Yeah. Like, I don't know, I've already got it kind of set in stone. Like, I'm going to find me like a old timers meeting in the mornings on the weekend and start hitting those just to get, because for where I'm at in recovery, it's like, like I've drank some in the past like year or two, and it's not like I'm totally full blown off the board, but it's like, I'm not like, I don't have like a clean date. I would say like, I haven't done any drugs, but I have drank. And if you're like into the 12,
you're not living that life like 100%.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's not like I'm like out fucking slinging dope, and and it's like, and I love it. I got a lot of love for NA and stuff, but I think AA is kind of more where my speed is these days, and I'm gonna try and just go to like a more older folks kind of meeting.
Yeah.
And hear what these older guys that have like like 40 fucking years sober are doing, because it's that's kind of more where my life's at right now. Not that I'm some fucking guru of recovery by any means. I'm a fucking maniac. I'm up and down all the time. Sometimes I drink to excess, and sometimes, but then I won't drink for a very long time. But it's like, but I just want to X that shit back out for, at least for a while, give it a good break to fucking just get my shit together, like mind, body, soul back in alignment, And so that's something that's important to me right now. That, you know, because it's just like, I don't know, I just kind of watch myself kind of like make more and more excuses for behaviors I don't enjoy about myself. So it's like, I wasn't doing that shit when I was like, you know, really working on myself in on a mental aspect, you know?
Right.
So,
yeah.
So it's like, that wasn't even a goal that we had set, but that is kind of a goal right now. It's like that I want to spend, like, you know, do something quality with the kids once a week. Yeah. And then, you know, and I want to complete this training block, good, bad, or indifferent. You know, I know, but like by the end of it, like even sometimes right now, I'm like, why the fuck did I sign up to work out 6 days a fucking week? This is insane. You know, like I'm like, this is fucking stupid. I fucking had a brutal ass leg workout, and 2 days later I'm gonna run 7 miles. Yeah, good scheduling, Jess. Like, you know, I kind of popped this shit off at the spur of a moment and didn't really think about it over how bad this is gonna suck over 3 months. But I think how hard it's gonna be is gonna kind of put that dog back in me.
Yep.
You know, and I've missed a couple workouts, and I missed a run yesterday, but you know, but it's not like it's over. I'm just, you know, got to get tomorrow. I'm gonna go fucking do deadlifts, and Sunday I'm gonna run 7 miles or 6 miles. You know. And so,
I think it's good. I think you need it. I think you need the thing that like is like, fuck, what did I get myself into, and then put through that shit.
And then I think immediately after that, so I don't get on that rest on your laurels shit, because I'm good at that. Yeah, I'm immediately gonna go into like shreddy bear, like I'm gonna, like, I don't know if it's gonna be keto or what, but I'm just gonna do that shit. Without the marathon, when I initially was just like, I'm gonna like operation less fat, like that, like I'm gonna just bodybuild, you know, just do basically like bro workouts, like get my abs, get my chest swole, get big biceps, and, you know, and some decent legs, you know, and get so I can run 5 miles if I need to.
Yeah, you know, I say after my half marathon, so early summer, I say we bring the challenges back, at least for the summer and fall. Like,
yeah,
bring them back.
Let's do that, but let's make them like doable for the gang. You know, like for somebody that's not super hardcore fit, you know, can do it. You know what I mean?
Okay. All right. We'll discuss that when we get there. I think you're gonna have a different idea when we get there, because you're gonna be like, man, that's fucking easy. I'm looking for a challenge. I think you're.
Yeah, I want to do more of the one shot hard workouts like we used to.
Yeah. Yes. Me too.
Because those were really beneficial, because it's like, okay, and you know, I don't know how you'll do it, but like I'll just do it where like, okay, this is what my training looks like right now, and this is the fucked up Long Lost Brothers Challenge workout day, you know? And so it's like, okay, so if the thing that sucks about that is why I don't want to do it right now, because I'm honestly like, I'm booked to the fucking gills, especially because I am like definitely going to start counseling soon.
Yeah.
So, and that, like, I've already looked into it, and it's going to be like, and we're going to, I don't know, I'm telling you this on air, but we're going to have to find a new day to record, because Tuesdays is the day that I do it.
All right.
So it's like Tuesday right after work, which is going to force me to wake up and do my short run in the morning. So that's good, because I'll have to get up early, and maybe that'll kind of start driving me to start doing the 5:30 in the morning. I'm up out of bed moving, you know, because that's who I want, you know, because that's who I want to be, but I haven't been able to make myself do that.
Yeah.
And I know there ain't nothing to it but to do it, but, you know, I will say I blame a lot of it on Walking Dead and Big Bang Theory right now. I cannot turn that shit off, man. Big Bang Theory is just fucking, I'll look over and it's midnight, I'm like, why the fuck am I awake? Like, what do you do? Like, Jesus Christ, Jesse.
Where are you at on Walking Dead? How far have you made it through the series?
I'm starting, it's at the start of season 3. They just showed the prison in the background. Okay. Yeah.
Good. That's a good era of that show.
Yeah. Shane just died.
Yeah. I thought he died in the 3rd season. I thought he was at the prison with him, but that's cool.
Nah, he was trying to lure Rick out to the fucking boonies when they were gonna cut that prisoner loose. Shane killed him and then was trying to lure Rick out and to kill him too. And then I was tired and wasn't paying attention, but something happened where he got infected and then Carl shot him in the head.
Yeah, and that was at the farm, right?
Yeah, that was at the farm. Yeah. So yeah. I was kind of bummed out when Dale died, man. The old man, the voice of reason guy, with the fisherman hat, the bucket hat.
Oh, Dale, yeah. I was like, oh shit, I didn't realize that happened that early.
And I'll tell you what sparked me into watching Walking Dead, because I remember I've talked shit about it in the past. And I might come to that point where I get to season 5 and be like, fuck this again. Okay, but
you might.
But I watched that new show, The Last of Us.
Yeah.
That was fire.
Yeah, I watched it too. And I love that the first episode was like an hour and 20 minutes. It was a nice introduction, man. Like, nice long setup.
Because from the previews, I thought it was his daughter that was the one that was the one that had the. I'm not gonna give it away, but she's not. And so don't get your heart broken, but you will get your heart broken early on in that show. But anyway, so I watched that and then I was like, I need more zombies. Oh shit, Walking Dead's on here. Let's watch that. But But I've been switching back to Big Bang because I'm trying to watch that whole thing. It's like Scrubs, man. If I've watched all the Scrubs before. Another show that I could watch like that, if I found it, is My Name Is Earl.
You
ever watch My Name Is Earl?
Intermittently. I never like watched it like crazy.
So it's got Ethan Suplee.
Yep.
And then it's got Jason. What's his last name?
Jason Lee.
Yeah, Jason Lee, and it's basically like one of the 12-step principles. He's trying to do,
make amends.
It's basically like he's doing his fucking 9th step to make amends. Anyway, he's making amends, but with all these people, and it's just like, oh, by the way, is her name Jamie Lee Presley?
Yeah, Jamie Presley.
She's fucking hot.
Yeah.
Fucking hot, dude.
Yeah.
She has like just that white trash like sexy look, kills it.
Yeah.
And she's fucking funny, like at least in that role. But anyway, I digress. But yeah, so and we watched the Last of Us. You enjoyed that too, right?
Oh yeah. I liked it a lot. I'm waiting. I was hoping it was coming out on Fridays, but apparently it's Sunday, so I gotta wait 2 more days for it. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to keep going with it.
Oh, that new Mandalorian's coming out.
Yeah, did they drop a release date?
It's in March. I don't know the release date. I read it, but I didn't remember. And then Kimberly was like, I read it late at night and I forgot. And then Kimberly's like, your Mandalorian show's coming back in March, dummy. I was like, yeah. Man, yeah, dude, we should are you doing that on any podcasts on that, or is that just gonna be like one of our Cliff Note like popular discussions?
Yeah, probably we'll just talk about it each week a little bit. I probably won't like break it down episode by episode. What I've done in the past is just talk about the whole season once it's over on like the YouTube channel. But
let's both watch it, and then when you do that, let's do an episode together of your show and break it down. Right. I think that'll be fun.
Oh yeah, we can do that. We can record it all together with this show, and then I'll just cut it. Like.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll work out really well.
So prepare for one of our episodes to be about a half hour of us talking about Mandalorian when it's over.
Well, I was thinking we could record whatever, an hour and 15 minutes or whatever episode, and then like 45 minutes it'll be the Long Lost Brothers, and then 30 minutes I'll cut off, and it'll be There's a little inside baseball for the audience, but that's how you get 2 podcasts out of 1 session.
But anyway, hey, we also only have a baseball team of fans. I was looking at our analytics, and shout out Jamaica. Shout out to you.
Yeah, man. Shout out Jamaica, man.
I visited y'all on my honeymoon, and you have a beautiful country, but man, y'all need to get like another source of income. Because what they do is they sell the shit that they make. What?
Scammers?
Well, no. Their primary. This is what I took a tour. I'm not a specialist, and if I'm offending our Jamaican listeners, feel free to email me. I'll apologize, but their primary export is the shit that they make aluminum foil out of, like the shit that makes it like the aluminum malleable to a foil level.
Really?
Yeah, there's like a ship they do like megatons all the time, and that's like the island's like primary source of income, and it was really sad because like on average, what I learned is what the lady told me. If I'm wrong, and I could be, this is what the lady was telling me, was that you get $48 a week you make like $1 an hour working there, and it could take you like 3 years to find a new job. There's a lot of people that have like little vegetable stands on the side of the highway. Yeah, but then you get to like Dolphin Cove, and it's fucking just paradise. I mean, there's very nice resorts, but it's like it is kind of like when you get the tour and they give you kind of like the inside scoop of it, it's like, oh man, it's kind of sad, like watching how much people struggle there. Like we drove by like Usain Bolt's high school and stuff, and it was like, oh cool, but it's like,
dude, a lot of resort destinations all around the world are like that. Like they got these walled-in resorts that are fucking amazing, beautiful, so much money in them, and then you go outside those walls, it's dangerous as fuck. Like you don't leave your resort area on your own. Like
you even getting like, we went on this waterfall that you can hike up, and I think I uploaded it to my YouTube channel. You guys can look if you want. I think it's there. We bought a video, and then in the parking lot, like dudes are like trying to like strong arm, like hustle you into buying stuff that's like super expensive. So it's like, for like little shitty pieces of wood that I could make it, like, and I got one here somewhere. I felt bad for the dude, but he wanted like $30 for these two like little pieces of wood that he carved and painted with like nail polish, and I was like, I'm not gonna pay $30 for that, bro.
I just watched a interesting documentary about scammers, and basically scamming in a lot of countries, but especially in Jamaica, is a main source of illegal income. Like it's like the drug trade here, like scamming.
Makes sense. I think I saw a pimp there.
Well, so it's crazy. You know how so many old people get scammed over the phone with this like fucking like, oh, you want $1 million? Send us $1,000 or whatever.
Yeah.
$20,000 for the taxes, and we'll send you back this much money, whatever. And old people fall for that shit, and like that's what they do there. Like that's literally, and they have fucking gang wars over the shit. Like, this is our territory. Like you can't have like, and they get numbers from these people who work at these call centers and shit, and steal the information and give it to these gangsters, and these gangsters are fucking running scams. Like,
damn,
it's wild. It's wild.
I know. Like, I learned all this like like internet defense stuff when I worked at the county, and like phishing and like email fraud and all that, and it's like I don't open any links anymore.
Yeah, I don't open anything. I don't even open stuff I'm supposed to. I'm like, nah, they'll call me if they really need me.
Yeah.
Shit, what was I gonna say? We probably just lost our like one Jamaican subscriber because we're just talking all kinds of shit.
Jamaica was dope, man. It was really nice. They gave us some jerk chicken. That shit was fire. Everybody's super nice. This lady at the Cove tried to sell some weed. She's like worked at like this like animal preservation resort, and then she's like, I got that purple. I was like,
if anybody wants to hear a good story about Jamaican weed, I got it on my YouTube channel. It's called I think it's called like the 14-year-old international drug smuggler.
Oh shit. Hey,
yeah.
Speaking of viral shit, not that I don't know if your video was viral, but did you see that thing about Kai, the hatchet wielding
Hitchhiker.
Yeah, that was wild, bro.
It was. I don't remember that at all. Do you?
No,
I do remember that guy from back then?
Yeah, and my
Really?
buddy, I had to call my buddy because he told me, like, he lives in California in that area, and he told me that dude was like a psycho and like killed more people and went to prison. And I was like, what? Where? That's crazy. And then I watched the documentary, and I had to call him. I was like, dude, you called that shit like 3 years ago. Like, what the fuck? That's wild.
Yeah, it was a wild story, and that was like the time when I was first getting into YouTube, and I'm surprised that I didn't know about it, but I hadn't heard about it at all. But that was a really fucking interesting story. Like, it had me the whole way. I made a whole ass fucking review of that movie too.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, it was wild, man.
I'm also watching that Bernie Madoff thing in like whenever Kimberly's not home, just so she doesn't get behind on her shows. I'm kind of watching that. It's kind of boring, but that fool did a Ponzi scheme for like 40 years and got like $45 billion. Like, yeah. I don't got a lot of time left, but I did want to touch on Avatar 2.
Yes, I just went and saw it this weekend, like this week.
Same.
Kind of late to the party, but what'd you think?
I liked it, man. It was sad, but it was good.
Yeah, I thought it was fucking great, dude. Were you a big fan of the first one?
Yeah, I enjoyed the first one quite a bit.
So, which one do you think is better?
I like the first one because you're kind of just you're just getting to understand it. But the second one, it adds depth, and then like how they're using the avatars as like soldiers now. It's kind of cool. I'm not trying to put out a bunch of spoilers, but it's like I knew that like when they said it was underwater, I was not even a little bit surprised because of James Cameron.
Yeah.
He loves that.
Shit.
Yeah, he loves that underwater shit.
Yeah, I'll tell you what.
Submarines just to make underwater documentary about the actual Titanic after filming the Titanic.
I know. Yeah, he definitely loves that shit.
Oh,
you saw in 3D, right?
I didn't. I'm a piece of shit.
Oh fuck. Okay, well that's the whole experience, bro. If you get a chance, you got to see it. Like all those battle sequences of shit are so fucking dope in 3D. Oh my. That's the best part of it for me was all the war action sequences.
Okay. I just didn't like that Jack Sully was. Is that his name, right? Sully? Jake Sully. Yeah, I didn't like that he was like kind of out of his element. And there he's like, "You're a baby." Like, you know, when they got there, it's like, this fool's a fucking bad motherfucker. But
what do you mean? What like?
When they got to the water people, they're like babies. You know how she told him he was a baby when he first got there, and his wife did not like that.
Yeah.
Like, bitch, come to the woods and find out. You know. But anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, also, both of our.
Well, hold on, real quick. Hold on.
Go ahead.
So, I like the second one way better. And it's not that I didn't like the first one. I liked it a lot, but I thought the second one was fucking fire, dude.
Yeah, it's a great sequel. I'll say that. I mean, it holds up equally to the first one. It's not like a letdown by any means.
Do you know they're making like 5 of these?
Oh, really?
Yeah, the third one's already finished.
Are they going like Airbender on it? Like, is the next one gonna be like the Fire People?
I'm willing to bet they're going to meet some other tribes.
Yeah.
You know, like, you know what I mean? Like, that seems like it might be a theme. But I will say, I think this one hit me more because I related to it more. Like, because, you know, it's about family. It's about protecting your family and leading your family and doing whatever you have to do to survive. And, it just hit me in the feels a lot more, and it made me more like.
It was definitely more emotional.
Yeah, it was way more relatable.
Yeah, Kimberly, it was like.
I'm not a fucking warrior, you know, like.
Yeah, but I get it. Yeah, you know, he's trying to teach his sons how to.
What'd you think about? Yes. What did you think about them using Sigourney Weaver's voice for the teenage daughter?
That was cool.
Did you realize they did that?
I did not, but that's very cool.
Yeah. Okay. So it kind of bothered me because Sigourney Weaver is kind of old now. Like she has an older woman's voice, and she's doing this like angsty teenager.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Yeah.
Just it kind of rubbed me. It wasn't bad. It didn't ruin the movie for me. My wife fucking hated it. She was like, "Why the fuck did they use that woman? There was no reason to do that. They didn't need to do that."
I think they're just trying to keep Sigourney in the franchise.
Well, I said they had a flashback with her. They should have just gave her more flashbacks and then give somebody else the fucking young girl voice. It made sense to me, but
yeah,
whatever. I still fucking thought the movie was amazing. I like the new Water Tribe. I love the chief.
Yeah, he's cool.
He was great.
So, something I want to bring up before we wrap up.
Yes.
We never talk about ball sports on this podcast. But
yes.
How's about both of our teams made it to the second round of the playoffs?
Yeah, advancing. Wild card teams. Let's go.
Yeah. The Niners are fucking dangerous this year. We play the Cowboys next week.
Let's go, man. Let's go. Let's do it. Fuck, man. Come on. How great would it be for the long lost brothers to face each other in the Super Bowl, man?
Man, the Niners would smash the Bengals, bro.
Okay. All right. Didn't y'all win by 1 point?
This last game?
Is that right? Yeah. What happened in the last game?
No, it was like 41 to fucking 20 something.
Oh fuck! I don't know what I was looking at then.
We fucking been smashing everybody. We swept the Seahawks have been like our division rivals for the last and we beat them every game this year. We played them 3 times and beat their ass every single time.
Well, the Bengals defense won that fucking game. Like, offense wasn't doing shit hardly. I mean, we won because of a defensive touchdown and a wild ass defensive touchdown.
Yeah, I saw that because I was interested because I know that's your team. I was like, oh, I'm checking this out.
That was a fucking nail biter, dude.
Yeah.
That game came down to the wire.
Yeah, next week's gonna be wild because the old school rivalry is the Cowboys and Niners, and yeah, fuck that. The Niners are coming home, baby. Dude, Brock Purdy's a fucking beast. Debo, a 75-yard fucking touchdown. Like, damn. Because the first half, I was like, fuck, man, maybe the Seahawks are going to fucking knock us out of these playoffs. But the second half, it was a different game. The fucking Niners just took off on them.
I'm excited. I hope both of our teams keep it going, man. Just so we can keep this conversation.
Yeah. And if they lose the Cowboys, I'll be bummed. But everybody's okay. So Brady's got smoked by the Niners irrevocably. And then who did you guys play the Buccaneers? Was that who it was?
What, last week?
Yeah, no. Who did you guys play last week? The Ravens.
Yeah. Baltimore.
Yes. Yeah. So who did Brady play? They got fucking stomped out too.
Didn't they play the Cowboys?
Yeah, that's what it was, and they stomped them out too. So I was like, all right, well that's cool. At least everybody beat Tom Brady, so that's good.
He's won enough, dude.
Yeah, he has more playoff wins than the Cowboys combined.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, I'm excited, and to be honest, I'll lose interest if our teams aren't in it anymore. I'll completely lose interest. I won't give a fuck. Like, okay, whatever.
I wore my Frisco beanie to work, even though because it's like the Seahawks. Everybody at my work is like a Seahawks fan. Except for one person is a Cowboys fan, and she's cool. You know, we have like our little jokes back and forth, but you know, it's like a normal rivalry. But like even as good as the Niners are doing this season. Somebody left a note on my desk saying that like they're gonna smash the 49 the Seahawks were gonna smash the 49ers. I was like, smash is a strong fucking word. Like anything can happen in a football game, but smash, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anywho, so shout out to our teams for making it. Hopefully we can get into some division finals, some Super Bowl action. We'll see. But yeah, that'd be.
You know, we'd have to do a special fucking Long Lost Brothers Super Bowl special.
Oh yeah. If either of our teams make it, if not, it's gonna be
right. Well, I mean, I'm saying, especially both of our teams can make it.
Yeah.
That would be dope as fuck. That would be a wild ass LLB episode. We could do a live episode.
Yeah, we could just argue the whole time.
Yeah. Talk shit,
Yeah.
be a fucking 4-hour long episode where we fucking watch the game as we're fucking streaming live.
Do that. Yeah. Oh, that would be fucking cool.
We could even line it up if we wanted to, so it was our 100.
Oh shit, that would be sick.
Now,
Yeah,
a lot of things have to fall into place, folks, for this to happen. So
don't get your hopes up. But
yeah, but we're like I think we're at 95 right now. I think this is episode 95 or 96, one or the other. We're getting close.
We are.
Yeah.
There's some MMA news, but it's still developing, so we'll wait until next week to talk about that. But
some what news?
MMA news.
Oh, okay. Yeah. We can chat about it next week. It'll still be going on. There's plenty of time before that happens.
Yeah, I mean, and they're still building the card, so we'll talk about that more. But there's a big fight coming up, a really big, huge fight. John Jones and Cyril Gane, they're gonna fight in March, and so that's gonna be fucking insane. It'll be.
I saw Jake Paul doing some grappling on Instagram.
Yeah, I'm excited to actually see him fight in the PFL. I want to see how that goes for him.
I just like that dude's commitment. Whatever he's doing, he's like all in.
Well, I mean, he's proven his point in boxing. Oh, he's gonna fight Tommy Fury. That's slated. That's scheduled.
Really? That's actually gonna happen.
The contracts have been signed, so we'll see if it actually happens this time. But yeah,
this was supposed to happen before, right?
Twice.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Fuck yeah. And that.
But Tommy Fury is young up.
So he's training. Hold on, he's training MMA, but he's still gonna do some boxing.
In PFL, he's gonna box and.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's kind of like ONE FC, right? They can do different types of bouts.
Yeah, he can do whatever he wants, as long as they're commissioned.
Yeah, that's dope. Okay.
But yeah, so we should have more updates on both those things. But yeah, that Jones versus Gane is going to be crazy. This is for John Jones' first fight in 3 years, and it's his debut at heavyweight. And Cyril Gane is a very athletic, explosive, bad young beast. But
that's exciting.
And this is the first time John Jones has entered the and as an underdog in a decade.
Okay. Yeah.
So I will never bet money against John Jones.
All right, well, we'll be digging into that shit next week, MMA shit, and I'm sure we'll have plenty of pop culture shit to talk about.
We'll for sure have some more of this. We'll have some more of this The Last of Us going on, and next week after more people get a chance to watch it, I want to talk about the Kaleidoscope. That shit's sick.
Okay. Yeah, I might have to check it out then.
All right, brother. I will talk to you soon.
All right, man. Later.
Thanks for. Oh, hold on, plug.
No, go ahead.
Thanks for listening. We appreciate you, and follow me on Instagram at KOLL_Witta_K, and follow at The Real Brett Scott fucking everywhere.
Yes, sir. We love Jamaica.
That we do. All right.
Later, man.